back here on the platform this evening, and we continue our conversation with a Bahamian who's doing some exciting things in North and South Carolina, leaving the Bahamas at a very early age, and is the owner of 2 hotel properties, one in North Carolina and one in South Carolina.
Yes, sir.
South Carolina, I've been,
That's
I've been
Myrtle
to
Beach.
both.
Yes, South Carolina is Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
South Carolina reminds me a whole lot of places in Nassau.
Okay.
There are quite a number of streets in South Carolina named after streets in...
That's in
in
Charleston.
Nassau.
Yes, yes. They have a downtown area called Nassau.
That's right.
Yes, and they have the straw market there too.
Right.
And the Gullah Geechee.
Yes.
The Gullah Geechee.
And the horse and carriage.
Yes, yes.
You have Victoria Avenue and Shirley
Yes,
Street and
yes.
all the other names of the local of the
It's
streets
East
in
Street,
East Street.
Market Street. That
Yes.
was impressive when I saw that.
Yes.
I said, wow, this looks like Nassau.
Yes, because a whole lot of Bahamians settled there.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Vince from the Carolinas, a book about that trek for Bahamians in North Carolina.
Yes, I heard about that.
To
Yes.
Charlotte.
Yes. So getting back to your running hotels, obviously you and your husband didn't know about hotel management.
No, sir. No,
How
sir.
did you get involved in the hotel management business now?
I think our experience came from fixing up the little old houses and renting them out. We always start in the low-income community project, the community that I always say we forget about. And they're the community that really need us as an investor to come back and invest. It's in the project that no one wants to invest. So that's where we really focus, my husband and I and some other African-American investors. We all went into the hood, Liberty City. You've heard of Liberty City?
Yes.
Well, we had bought a 18-unit building there, and it was a fixer-upper, drug-infested. We went in and fixed them up, paint them, and bring our guests in and eliminate the troublemakers and the drug dealers. And what was so impressive, when you treat people like dogs, they act like dogs. And what I mean like that, using the poor community, we tend not to want to invest in the property that they live in. And these are run-down property, and they're paying you their rent every day, but you don't want to make an effort to fix up the unit. So when we went in and fixed this unit up, they were leaving the other apartment and coming into ours. And we were very disciplined and very, we had our policy in plan. Anyone that we find drug dealing is immediately eviction. And once we made one example of a tenant, everyone fall in place. And what's so neat about it, by doing that, the other tenant be your policeman, because now they know that where they are, the place is nice and it's clean. We had little old ladies going to the grocery store in their cart and coming up. I started a little garden. It was like a cul-de-sac, and we started a little garden in the center, and I didn't have to take care of it. They were coming with their little, when they go shopping, they'll come with a flower, and they'll take care of the garden. And like I said, they police the community, their little cul-de-sac.
This is in Liberty City,
Yes.
in Miami.
Mm-hmm. And so that's where we got started.
Okay.
And like I said, at the time when real estate was good, we sold the unit and got into the hotel business.
Mrs. Williams, we live in a country where people are very
Unfortunately.
job-oriented. Everybody wants a job, right? Do you think enough is done to encourage, as Mr. Bender said, entrepreneurship based on what you see from the outside looking in?
Yes, but there can be more improvement. We need to develop more opportunity in the Family Island so that we can get individual moving there. Everyone comes here, the big city, which is Nassau, and there's no reason for them want to go out to the out islands. I really feel that the out islands can open up a door, and it can also help our poverty, the unfortunate ones. Incentive that we can come up with some type of program to have them to go to those family islands. And that will relieve a lot of tension here. There was a study was done with rats. They start off with putting 2 rats in a box. Then they noticed they were calm. They put 2 more rats. And then they noticed a little tension. They had more rat. Then they see they start fighting. Then they had 2 more. It was a total of 8. They had 2 more, and then they start killing. So crime developed because...
Too many rats in the box.
Well, I hate to use that terminology, but I'm just using that as the
That's an analogy.
yeah, an analogy, okay? There's a lot of opportunity. I see a lot of opportunity here. But and everything's based on finance. So if our government can come up with some type of strategy, like little loans, or investors, like how I got started. Let's start off with that. I could not get finance from no bank. My finance comes from private investors. So if we have Bahamians who wants to become private investors, that's how we can help those particular family who want to do things for themselves. I think it's a big program they're doing in Africa, helping the poor there. I can't think of the name of it, where investors pour their money into this pot, and this agency lend the money out to poor community in Africa to encourage self-employment. They could create their own little business, and I heard it's working really well.
Why weren't you able to get a loan from a bank?
Qualification,
What you mean?
money,
You didn't qualify?
credit, everything is credit.
Yes.
Medical bills,
Yes.
And student loans, things like that. Yeah, so credit is a very important thing.
So you were able to go to private investors.
Yeah, well, I was already involved with the private investors, so I had to go to the bank. Doing those little houses I was telling you about, they were all private investors, and I've been doing business with them for a while. So the fact that we were doing business with them, they were there available for us to purchase a hotel.
But having 2 hotels, I'm sure the bank would see your track record.
That's what I'm working on now.
You're working on that.
That's what they call private investors. It gives you the opportunity for those individuals who have a hard time coming up with funds, or their credit doesn't look well. This is an opportunity for them. So once you, like for example, I own a hotel now for 5, and I already built up the credentials. So now I'm ready for the bank to be able to give me a loan to pay off the lenders. You see?
So you have a higher interest rate with
Yes,
private
yes,
investors.
that's the point. But that's it. But that's the means to go get your property. You can't worry about the interest rate. See, if we keep worrying about the interest rate, we won't be able to become entrepreneurs. You see, if everything in life is temporarily. It's just a moment. So if you can ride that moment, to get your goal, then it's worth it.
Tell me, how much of this do you attribute to? Do you believe in luck? For instance, when you ran across your husband, that was not luck. You said that you prayed to God, and God just answered your prayers.
Being at the right place at the right time.
Right place at the right time.
Yes. If you want to call it luck, that is luck.
Okay.
I believe in hard work and calculated risk make your luck more how can I say, fruitable.
Yes. So once you were prepared to take the risk, then you decided that you would work hard
And
to make your dream
comes true.
come to
yes,
reality.
and to reality, and balance your pro and your con. You know what your pros, you know what your con, and if you're whatever the weak side is, you work on mastering the weak part of your situation, because you already know your pros. But I do believe everything in life has to do with hard work.
And some instinct as well, eh?
Yes,
Making
the right decisions. Yes, and talking to different people and asking questions, because I didn't get here by me, myself, and I. I got here by many people came to my path and many people putting into my pot. One could give me knowledge, a wisdom of knowledge. One could give me courage when I'm about to give up. You hang in there. You're very close to your goal. One can give me finance. One can just come and give me a hand and come and help. So I didn't get here by me, myself, and I. I got here by many people that came in my path to help me get to my destination. So for one to sit here and say that I did it all by myself, no, nobody did anything by themselves.
Mrs. Williams, based on the way you are now in business, are there other Bahamians who, in the States, who have the similar aspirations of coming back home and investing? Do you know of many, or you are,
I don't
or
know
you
of
are
any.
just a unique Bahamian?
I'm just a unique Bahamian until I meet those other ones. I don't know of any other, to be honest with you, besides Mr. Ingram.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes.
And where does he stay?
Mr. Ingram is the president of NABHOOD, the Hotel Association.
Yes, but he resides in Carolina as well?
No, he's in Florida.
In Florida?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
But, you know, you have a unique idea of what you want to do and where you want to do it. You chose Andros. Why Andros?
It's big. It's my root. My mother family is from, like I told you, I was raised in Andros.
Hold on a second. Now, you wish to invest in Andros?
Yes.
Well, this is new now. Obviously, you had this conversation
that's why I told you she was unique.
with Ms. Williams.
She wants to build a lodge and hotel.
But we didn't introduce that yet. So let us hear about that. Godfrey says now you want to build this lodge and hotel.
Yes, I want to come back and contribute.
Okay.
The God blessed me to shelter, housing in the United States, and I feel that the God is blessing me to feed my nation. And what I mean by that is I want to get into farming, and I'm jumping outside the box again. Like I did in a hotel, had no experience, and I master it. And I want to get into the fish farming. We, as Bahamians, I'm so pleased to know that we're starting that agriculture in Andros. It's very important that we feed the nation. I did research before I got into it and found out that our import is so large, and we don't have a lot of trading, so we can balance our economic strategy. But to cut a long story short, I really want to get into the fish farming, hydroponics, and I want to master it by using the high school student in the summer, that they'll be able to come to my institution, since I have a little teaching background. So the high school kids will rub off on them that they may want to do the same, participate in this business, or any type of fish farming.
So you have two properties in Carolina, one in north and south, but you want to go into fish farming, hydroponics, and lodging. And lodging.
Yes, because I'm in the hotel business already.
So you want to build a property?
Yes, sir.
In what part of Andros?
Well, right now we're working on that project, so we're working on that project.
Okay.
Can I speak to soon?
So you are in talks with the government?
Yes, sir.
Very, very good. And you've done a study on this?
Yes, sir.
What I find is that, and a lot of Bahamians complain about it. If she didn't know a young lady by the name of Jackie Fox.
Oh, yes.
In the Ministry of Agriculture.
That's better than ever.
She began running circles. Ms. Fox has been able to guide her through the labyrinth of government agencies.
For 7 years.
You were thinking about this for 7 years?
Yes,
Ms.
right.
Jackie Fox and I have been working on this for 7 years, and it must complete this year, the 8th.
And the reception for Bahamians who want to invest, come back and invest, it's not very encouraging.
Well, tell me about this. Here it is, you've been able to do some things. You didn't have that kind of red tape in the States where you are.
No, sir.
You-
And,
you-
and the doors were open to me in the state. My stepfather, I should say, the United States, and my father is my fatherland, my motherland, which is the Bahamas. But I don't take that, shouldn't take nothing personal. It's just the procedure, how things move. But you're right. If it was somebody else, they would give up. But I'm a determination person. I do not give up.
She's not asking anybody for any money. All she wants
Just give,
is some land.
that's all I want.
You want land to be available to you.
Yes, sir. Like everybody else.
And for 7 years you've been trying.
Yes, sir.
You think you see the any light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak,
Oh,
in
yes.
getting this land?
Yes, sir, I do. Yes, I do. I already got the land.
You got the land.
Well, you must,
Good.
if you can see it and you can think it, you can achieve
If
it.
you can conceive it,
Yes,
and you've conceived it,
it's
and-
already done.
and it's done.
I already see it.
So, what size property you want to do in Andros?
Well, I need a piece for the lodging. I need a piece big enough for the lodging, for the fish farm, salt water. I'm doing both. And I need a piece for my natural trail area. So when the high school students come to the institution, they'll have a place to live. And my staff will be living on the property. There won't be no one checking in and checking out. There'll always be someone there. So I need enough land to cover that territory. I want a little campsite so the boys and girls that comes during the summer. That's another thing we don't have here. Maybe in I don't know if you all have a campsite that the kids can go to after vacation from school with their family. They can go and camp out. That earthquake that took place in Haiti was an eye-opener for me. And I think that's a lesson for us, preparing our children for the future. If something drastic should happen, they should need to learn how to make a fire without any match. They need to know certain things in the forest that they can live until their situation get better. We don't have that. They're preparing themselves around the world. Their boys and girls are knowing these things.
We started the program by talking about personal empowerment, and you have done a whole lot to empower yourself in the United States. You saved, you worked hard. And from your success in America, you want to do some things in the Bahamas.
Yes.
But you are seeking to be empowered here.
Yes, young generation, the next generation to move our country forward.
Yes, but in order for you to do what you wish to do
I need to get that land.
in Andros, you need the government to assist you.
Yes, sir, just give me the land. That's all I'm asking. I just need the land.
But after 7 years, that's a long time, you know.
It will be completed before Christmas.
Before Christmas, you think?
I can claim it. Before Christmas.
How much time you think you would need to start your lodge and to get it
I am
going?
ready to break ground next month. My guys are waiting so they can get the survey done. I'm just waiting for the government to say yes, sir. Yes, you can go ahead and do it.
You know, the governments in the Bahamas move very slowly.
I know. I know.
They move very slowly. This is North Carolina.
She's a lady of faith.
Faith, yes, sir. Yes, I am.
You're a woman of great faith or
Yes,
little
sir.
faith?
Great faith. Great faith. I should have been gone a long time. Great faith.
Great faith.
And that's so important for our young folks, like I said. They must listen to the little voice in yourself. And nothing happen overnight. And I always feel that when things happen so fast for you, it tends to crumble. And the fact that why this is taking that long, it's preparing me for this moment that I've supposed to been gone since Wednesday. I feel that at this time and period, that I'm waiting here, I'm actually soul searching as well. And how to implement this business that I want to move forward. So everything in life happened for a reason. And never get upset and angry when things doesn't go your way. It's a reason for everything. But it's a great result at the end if you be patient.
And you've been patient.
Very patient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You've done extremely well in the United States. Your next project you want in the Bahamas.
Yes.
Do you plan to do any more investing in the U.S.?
At this time, I said no.
Why?
Because I want to dedicate myself making this project work. And also, I would be 50 what? I'm 56, so time is not the essence.
Yes, okay. Time is not on your side. Right?
So,
okay.
Yeah, I need to get this project moving.
Okay, let's take this final break of the program, and we'll come right back.
Thank you.